Like we always do about this time. Perfect.
Wake up! Wake up! Morning, everybody. It's Thursday. On my way into the shop. 7:30. Mazda 2 in today. Full fascia kit. Head unit. CarPlay, Android Auto, DAB radio, Bluetooth, USB. We'll do a video on that when I get in. But first to the shop and coffee. Hope you're well. See you in a bit. So here we have our Mazda 2. This one is having a new fascia kit. Socks. Slide backwards a bit. So we've got a new fascia kit to replace this. Taking out this radio. He's decided on a Kenwood. Wants the Kenwood putting in. So we'll get this taken out. Get the Kenwood put in the fascia kit. Microphone up here. DAB aerial over here. USB in the glove box. Steering controls all active. All the fun stuff. Should be a nice one, this. Nice and easy. Straightforward. Get rid of that Bluetooth thing. Cool. Right, in a bit. How are we doing, everyone? We good? So we've got a unit out. I'm just going through the process of swapping out the fascia. We've got a new fascia, obviously. We've taken the standard radio out. Got to run the mic in, the DAB. We're just getting the cabling sorted for the Kenwood first. Get that all buttoned up. That snap-on video I've just done. It's got quite a few views already. I'm glad you're liking that. It's nice to see. Lots of comments this morning when I woke up. I do like the interaction, it's good fun. Always good to have a natter. Got the T6 back in. We're doing a little sub change. He loves the audio, very happy with it. The only downside is that box under the seat. When he has passengers in there, it's a bit full on their butt cheeks. So we're going to swap it for a box that goes in the back. So we'll do a bit more on that this afternoon. And I will run through with you the setup. Because somebody asked, so we'll do that today. We will do that today. Right, so we've got a little handbrake earth ready to solder on. We've got our turn on, which I need. Do we have a blue? Yep, we've got a blue in the loom. That's good. Aerial. What aerial did we have in this? Factory din, that's what we like. Right, let's solder that piece up. Get the mic done, get the DAB done. Get this off the seat. Don't solder on top of people's seats. Or if you do, protect it. Nothing worse than coming back to your car and finding a big old burn hole if you've slipped. Hands up who's waiting for the radio to fall off the seat. It was trying. There we go. Non-stop today. Just had an Audi S5 in. Had his amp sent away to the Bose repair experts up in Scotland, and he's got more electric issues with the car, controllers, modules offline. It's the joy about technology. It's good when it works. When it works. Right. So we have our little section there. That's cool. need to get our USB over into the glove box. That's coming over there. I need to get my aerial. Which side's the aerial on the Kenwood? It is... Oh, you butt nugget. Let me put the unit in upside down. Oh! Right, let's try that again. Alex has put the unit in the right way this time. You massive fool. Right, so we got our aerial. That's going to go in there for the FM. We've got our Mazda plug. All the Bose stuff is all the same. Looks pretty much identical. That one goes in there. And our aerial connection in there. It was quite a nice unit, really. The key's still on. Yes, it is. Right. Okay, so we've got the dab to do. I can put the little clips back in the top. Where's that wiring loom? There it is. That's that one. Flip you up that way so you can see me. We've got aerial, dab aerial to do. Go on there, need some tissue. Right. Kenwood aerial, Kenwood microphone. Big jack. Check. Let's get rid of that clip. It's too Mickey Mouse. We want the proper one that looks nice. Get my alarm pod back up. Which way around does that go? Clips at the back, clips at the front. It's all the same. That's good. Right. Get ourselves a nice little bit of curve on the cable. Not too much. There we go. It's going to stick there. Big push. Poo face. Tape up the cable so we can get rid of our slack at the A-pillar. Why do we do that, kids? Because the cable is also part of the aerial, so it needs to be in a place of visibility, not down behind the dash where all the electronics are. like to do is go all the way up to the top, taking up all your slack. All the way up there. And then tuck the microphone cable around the corner. And then we're left with this. This is our slack. So we kind of figure out where this cable is going to run down the windscreen, like there. And that'll be our first tape. And then you just follow on, stretching out your excess so that it's got a nice place to sit, like so. We've got a little tucky hole, we can put it behind there, all the way down there, all the way down there. Grab him. Ugh. There we go. Right. Now what have we got here? Wear that thing there. It's our glove box tie. Over there, so it's out of the way of the glove box. Then we can get our A-pillar trim rubber out of the way. First thing we've got to do is put our little catch in. There we go. A little satisfying pop. And we got our plate that we took off. That's going to locate in the hole. There we go. Our A-pillar trim done. Mic nice and neatly, aerial nice and neatly. You can pull our stereo back out. Get this through our little cable hole. Then we're going to go microphone, dab plug, get that back into its little location. There we go. Right, key on. Right at the back. There we go. So our microphone's here, obviously dab aerial there. Got this one done. All put back together. And we've got the T6.1 outside ready to come in. You'll be happy with that, looks to business. Go inside the T6.1 again. So we're moving the sub from here into the back. Look at them speaker pods. Awesome! Goodbye. And that's what we're going to have, one of those. Right, so we've got our Audison sub in our new box, and I've done the connections for the amp because we're running a dual pole sub So we've got two inputs and I put them on a Delphi connection, like a waterproof plug. Done the same with this end. So I've extended our cable, I've run it out the floor. Sub's going to sit here, and I've put some braided aircraft stuff on it, and obviously my little logo, heat shrink. And then we've got our other Delphi plug here. So I'm just going to pop these into their connector. So we've got the earths on the outside, positives in the middle. That's the back, that's the front. Right, so earths on the outside. So we got one, two, three, four. Shut down our locker. There we go. And there's our smart plug for our amp. That can go straight into our sub. No cables are going to come untouched, and obviously this is shielded so it's not going to short out, but we've got our connections in there. Nice little touch. Here we go. So we've got our subs in and out. Audison business. And a fast plug. Beautiful Bernard. Right then, kiddie winks. So sub has been moved. That's now behind there, not down here. So we need to do an adjustment on the amplifier, the setup. So avert your eyes. Come into here. Put our ignition on. There we go. And this will go from saying volume 14, this will now say connected to the car stereo. So we'll open up the AP software. There we go, just so you can see. So this now says display. See, this is now connected to this. So it won't let me adjust anything on our little Audison controller while I'm connected into the stereo through my laptop. And obviously the amps are under my seat, so we've got this little lead which is running straight underneath my bottom. Right, so this is reading, so we'll just expand this so you can see what's going on. So at the minute, file, I want to read from the device, so we're synchronized from the device, so it'll tell me what it is connected to and how. We'll just get that up there. Beautiful. Right, now what we want to do is every time we click on a tweeter, so obviously I can change these tweeters. We go on the mid-range, you can see the EQ curve, you can set, you know, your high pass, your low pass frequencies, your filter, whether it's, you know, Butterworth or link widths. Got your slopes, high and low, distance, so you can kind of time align the whole system. And then every one I click to, depending on which speaker it is, it gives you, you know, what I'm playing. So the idea of this one here, this is like a component set, so it's the tweeter and that, and this bar here means these two are linked together. And this one, obviously this is another component set, but these ones are active, so there is no link between these two because the amp is doing the filtering for us. So if we click on obviously the right hand front mid-range, it gives me my crossover curve, my time alignment, the slopes, how it's set up. And then if I go onto the tweeter, obviously this is suddenly all the way up to the tweeter, the high end, and all this bass stuff is gone. So that's how you kind of tell which speaker is doing what. But what we want to do, we want to go to the sub. Now, the distance from the sub originally was 102 centimeters. Now that basically meant from sitting in the chair where I am here, my head is 102 centimeters away from the sub, which was under there. But now the sub is obviously way back there. Can I turn on more lights? There we go. So I can turn on the stuff in the back. So obviously the sub is now behind this chair. So what I need to do is set the time alignment of the subwoofer bigger obviously than it is now, because obviously at a minute it's at a meter, which is under here to my ear, or my nose roughly. So what I have is this Bosch laser. This is a Zamo, Bosch Zamo, and it's a laser. How many have I had today? This is a laser measuring device. So if I press the button, obviously you can see the laser on the roof there. This tells me how far away things are, and I can point it at a speaker. It's how I set my cars up without getting a tape measure out and looking like a bell end. Is I set the tape measure, set the laser up. I point it at a mid-range. Yeah, so we'll go down there for example, and then I'll press the button, and then that will take me a measurement, and it'll tell me how far away it is. So when I'm doing a speaker, I'll stick you up here for a minute so you can see me. So if I'm doing a speaker, obviously you find out the customer's height, where they sit in the chair, and then if we're doing like an active set, so we've got our tweeter up there and our mid-range down here, and we can set these independently. So I would turn the thing on so it's ready to measure. I would sit up in the seat where the person's going to sit. I would put this thing on my nose, aim it at the speaker over there, so we're going to go for the tweeter, press the button. That then tells me that that tweeter is that far away from my head. Now that's not the be all and end all, but it will dial you somewhere into where the sound, when you're setting up a car, you want to have a sound stage on the front dash. So you want to have an audio system like the people are playing music on your front dash. That will get you somewhere close enough that as you adjust it by centimeter, you'll hear the music. Weirdly, it's like an odd thing. Until you've experienced it, it's quite funny. But as soon as you start then messing with the fine tuning of the time alignment, you'll hear the sound go from front to back, and it will also go from left to right. So you'll start to hear different things in different positions. But what you're aiming for is, if you shut your eyes and listen to all the sounds, you should have the music somewhere on the dash in front of you. When the kiddies go to any car audio store and they get 6x9s fitted in the back and subwoofer in the boot, everything is coming from the back. When have you ever seen anyone go to a concert and stand not looking at the stage? The music should come from in front of you, hence the word sound stage. It's got to be at the front of you, otherwise it's a pretty shit concert. So we know that we need to adjust our sub from a meter. So what I'll do is I'll sit where I am now, and I'll get this device on, get ready on the button. Now I will roughly go between the seats. We're about there. So to my head, I'm going to go just a little bit more, take a measurement. So that's telling me that that's a little over 140. So we'll now move here. We'll go up in here. So this is now 140. There we go, 141. We'll try it there for now. Now, what this means, Alex, what does this mean? Right, what it basically means is everything is it's the speed, distance times triangle, right? Everything has the speed of sound because it is sound. It is going to say that that speaker, if they were played at exactly the same time, so this speaker and this speaker, if they made a note, technically that speaker closest to me would reach this ear first because it's less distance to travel, and that speaker is going to be slightly behind it. That is symbolic. If you've ever been to a concert that's been in like a room, like the NEC used to have a massive issue with it, where if they pointed speakers at the back wall and they were too directly pointed at the back wall, you heard the bass echoing. So it would be almost like a double note, so you'd hear a ba-bum, 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 and it would throw the soundstage all over the place. Same with a car. You don't want to be hearing music going dit-dit-dit-dit-dit-dit. You want to hear everything at the same time. So the reason why we do this is so that that bass note, that tweeter, that mid-range and that mid-range all come to my head at the same time, so I hear everything at the same point. And then you fine-tune everything independently, little by little, till you get that vision in your mind that you can hear everything just in front of you, not too much behind you, not too much in front of you, but everything in front of you, that you get that nice appearance that the musicians are sat on your dash playing you songs. So we've now done that, so that's now at 141. So what I will do is I will write to the device. So we'll now save those settings to the device, which it's just doing now. There we go. And then I'm going to just finalize the device. There we go. this will overwrite your current settings. Yes, I want to proceed, because obviously we've changed the distance of where that subwoofer is. Everything else is golden, so that's now done. Okay, now what I need to do is not get copyrighted again, because that was really annoying. Even though I used copyright free music last time, I still got a strike. And we'll go media, my phone, there we go. Right, so what was I just playing? Madam Walal beat. See if I've got that. There we go. There we go. So now I'm playing through the cut. So now I can fine tune whether this bass is coming in at the right time. So now I've got my copyright free music. Let's just go to something else, because there we go. And that's how it works. So very easy to set up with the tuning software. Easy to get a good result out of it. Evening everybody, how we diddling? Right, one step closer on the Lotus. I've got my loom made for my components, my throughways. Got some aircraft braiding on it. I'm just running that into where I want to. Keys ready to go. Same on the other side. So this one should be ready, buttoned up soon. Everything else you saw today, some tuning, bit of adjustments, all the fun stuff. Yes, roof rack arrived today for the truck, which is down there. I haven't kind of opened any of it yet. I'm leaving it till we're ready to kind of fit and all the other bits and bobs. I'm just waiting on some switches that are coming for the dash. I've ordered some kind of specific Toyota ones that are labelled as light bars and things like that. So when they come in, we'll get those in the truck. But other than that, it's been a crazy busy day. We've got the 4x4 in tomorrow for the light bars and kind of warning equipment for when he's on site. And then as soon as I finish that, another day, gonna crack on with the Lotus, see how far I can get with that. I kind of want to get the interior buttoned up and done. And then we can sort of look at hokey cokey over winter time, get that thing out, and do a bit of a refresh on the stuff, you know, the turbos and things like that. I'm quite confident we've ironed out the issues. The only problem now, which I'm not so happy about, is kind of the smoke in the turbos. The seals are toast, but you know, whatever. It's going to happen. It is going to happen. But that's it for Thursday today. Hope you've enjoyed the videos. We've got some new subscribers, so hello everyone. We've had lots of comments, lots of interaction on the comment section, which I always like. So if you got anything you want to know, or you want to say anything, then, you know, drop me a shout, send me a message, I'll answer it if I can. We've had quite a few dislikes on the videos, I see. Kind of at least one repeatedly disliking, so Obviously I'm doing something good. You're still coming back and disliking the video, so thanks for that, dude. Craziness. But I'll see you all again tomorrow, nice and bright and early for Friday. Ready for the weekend. See you then. Bye.